Good morning, everyone, and welcome back. I hope you're all having a wonderful weekend so far. As I am sat here currently recording this voiceover, we have absolutely glorious weather. So I am absolutely just basking and enjoying the sunshine with a lovely cold drink. In today's video, I am tackling the dining area. This is the last room in the house for this year's spring clean. I am doing one more video which will be a garden cleanup, but that's not inside. So this is the last room inside and it's my dining area. So this is a really strange kind of non-space at the moment. It was a normal dining room with a normal dining table and chairs, and then it became a little reading area with a little chaise and a side table. And now it's mostly clear because it's used as a VR space for my daughter, or it also doubles as a sleeping area when we have guests come over. We have an air mattress that we blow up, and this is the area that we kind of have clear to blow it up in. So I'd really like to make this space into something more permanent, but still multi-use. So I'm thinking of some kind of transformable Murphy bed with like a desk. I have seen some that have got like a built-in desk, which I'm very intrigued about. So it can be kind of closed off when Isabel wants to use her VR, but it's also usable for overnight guests. Plus, it's a convenient space for her to do her homework. I can do paperwork, I can do crafts, I can edit videos, which is a lot to ask of such a small space, but I am very, very determined. So at the moment you can see me cleaning the skirting boards. Well, I'm now doing the radiator, but just a moment ago I was doing the skirting boards, and you probably noticed that the panelling at the bottom is not like properly finished. That was actually intentional because I had every intention of changing the skirting boards to a different height. So I didn't really want to finish the panelling perfectly and then have to change it anyway. So I just kind of cut it off. So it's just waiting for me to get round to doing the skirting boards really. So yeah, don't worry too much about that. So I'm also going to try and reimagine the area under the stairs. At the moment, it's just this embarrassing junk area, as you will see very, very soon in the video. And I'd really love to maximise the storage here, but also have it more kind of closed off. So at the top, I'd still like to have the microwave, but I'd prefer it to be wall mounted so I could keep laundry supplies underneath it, like pop up laundry baskets and dryer sheets and dryer balls and things like that. And then next to the dryer, I'd like great big pull-out drawers or some kind of pull-out bin on casters, for shoe storage, seasonal outwear, and kind of simple tools, screwdrivers, hammers, things like that. Cleaning in this area is actually pretty easy. It took me a little bit longer than I was expecting because I went a little bit deeper into it than I was expecting I would. I was thinking I'd probably just get a little bit done today, a little bit done tomorrow, but I managed to get it all done in one day. So right now you are looking at the kind of area of shame of the entire house. You probably have not seen me clean this area before, purely because I never show it on video because I've just been too embarrassed, and it's time for that to stop. It's time to be real. This is my kind of Monica cupboard, if you like. So this area underneath the stairs is an absolute dump zone 99.9% of the time. It's an out of the way area. It has a flat surface. It's an area that we actually really use quite a lot. So stuff gets dumped here all the time because there's no kind of organisational stuff here. So things just get dumped, and they get dumped on top of each other, and then you can't get to use the microwave and so on and so forth. So I really wanted to clear this top bit off today. So I've moved everything over onto that unit that I just cleaned so I can just sort through it, get rid of a bunch of stuff that just doesn't belong here or could be more useful somewhere else. Try and organise what I have and then pop everything back. So you can see in front of me I've got these three kind of plastic drawer things. I've had these forever, and as much as I want to get rid of them, we use them on a daily basis. They are really, really useful little storage bins, and because they're open fronted, we actually can use them on a daily basis. But I do need to go through them quite regularly and kind of reorganize them. The idea is that one of them, the one I'm doing now, is kind of medicines and healthcare. The one in the middle is stationery, and the last one is kind of little last minute makeup bits, small items of jewellery, sunglasses, things like that. And they stack up on top of each other. They tuck away in the corner, and it's a really handy little thing to have in that small space. Definitely more storage like this would actually be really good. I tend to go and lean towards kind of storage totes, storage boxes, things like that, and stack them on top of each other. But looking back at this video and thinking about it, the open frontedness of these makes them so much more usable, because if you have a stack of 3 or 4 tote boxes and you need something in the bottom tote box, you're either not going to get it out because you have to move all the tote boxes, or you're going to take all the other ones off, make a huge mess with those, get the thing out, and then have to stack them all up again, which means you're less likely to do it. You're more likely to leave them all over the place. So maybe going forward, I'll be looking for storage with open fronts like this in the main areas of the house. I'm thinking the airing cupboard, the tool cupboard, the shed. Storage like this is actually going to be way more beneficial than tote boxes. So yeah, a little revelation there. So I'm currently now just going through, I have this weird shoebox of kind of overflow craft supplies. As you'll see soon when I'm doing underneath the kind of understairs counter, I have a big stack of 4 drawers that I keep all of my craft supplies in. And this little box is all the bits that wouldn't fit into those drawers. So I'm making space for them today. I'm setting them out depending on what craft I'm doing, and I'm putting them away properly and tidily and neatly so that I can actually do the crafts rather than worry about having to dig through every single box to try and find the bits that I'm needing. So I'm just about to clean under here. I'm literally just going to go around with a soapy sponge. That's literally going to be it, because I really want to be reorganising this area very, very soon. It's going to be a little bit expensive. That's the only reason why I haven't started so far. But I want to put a proper piece of worktop above the tumble dryer, with like a wood wall, like almost like a little mini stud wall, plywood wall, whatever. So there's a definition between the tumble dryer area, which is underneath this, and the microwave and things like that. And then I would really like to have, like I say, those big pull-out drawers or the bins on casters or something, just more usable storage underneath the stairs. So I'm not going to go crazy like scrub cleaning this and painting it or anything like that. I'm just going to give it a quick dust clean and then pop everything back in a more logical sense. Now, I'm not expecting this to last very long. Like I say, this is a dump zone. We are in the habit of dumping stuff here, and we do use this space quite a lot for doing our hair, doing makeup. My daughter puts her contact lenses in here just because we have a big mirror just off to the right of the screen. So we tend to use this area for getting ready quite a lot. So I don't think it's going to last very long, but it looks good today, and I'm very glad I got it done. So this is the main area underneath the stairs that I really want to focus on, with those drawers or pull-out bins or something. Some way of storing really shoes and seasonal clothes, like, you know, scarves and gloves when they're out of season and things like that. But for today, I'm just going to give it a clean because, like I say, this is going to be a really expensive kind of project. And I'm not even sure where to start, if I'm honest. I've been watching loads and loads of videos of people who have built-in storage under their stairs. and a lot of people have the same kind of area as me. So where our stairs go up, we have a big built-in cupboard, which houses like the Hoover and things like that. And then we have this awkward triangular space here. And a lot of people have done some really, really amazing things in theirs. The issue that I have got is that the tumble dryer has to go here. There is nowhere else in the house it can go. There is no space in the kitchen for it to go. I don't want to put it upstairs because it really vibrates and our house is made of Weetabix, and I don't really need the whole terrace to be hearing my tumble dryer going, you know? So really this is the only place that it can go right now. So yeah, look how dusty it was. I don't pull this thing out often enough. I really wanted to do a deep clean on the tumble dryer today. I do clean my tumble dryer every single month. On the first of the month, I clean the tumble dryer. It's a really, really dangerous piece of equipment if you're not cleaning it regularly. It terrifies me how easily these things can catch fire, how easily they can destroy your home, your lives, everything. So religiously on the first of every single month, I clean the tumble dryer. I left it a little bit later this month because I knew that I was going to be doing this video, but I've been too scared to use it. Fortunately, we have had glorious sunshine for the last couple of weeks, so I've been able to dry a lot of the laundry outside, so I haven't had to use it. But I'm very glad that I got the deep clean done on this. Now, this is a deep, deep tumble dryer clean today. Like you can see, I've pulled it out, I've cleaned the tops, I'm cleaning the sides, I'm going to be cleaning the back, I'm going to be taking the lid off and hoovering out inside. There we go. See, very, very gently if you're doing this, guys, and please make sure that it's unplugged. Really gentle. I find you get quite a lot of dust or lint with this particular model behind the circuit board. And because that's electrical, I worry that that's going to catch. So I do try and very gently hoover out just the top when I'm doing a deep, deep clean on this thing, because there's always a fair whack there. I would love to be able to take this whole thing apart and really get in there, but I'm terrified that I'm gonna just break something and completely void my my tumble dryer altogether. That's not the idea. The idea is that it's nice and clean. But we're gonna pull the condenser unit out. We're gonna pull the lint trap out. We're gonna get right into as much of this machine as we possibly can, and I'm gonna show you just how much lint can build up in these after just 1 month. Please don't forget, I do this monthly, and I don't even use my dryer daily. I'll use it 2, maybe 3 times a week. Now this month, I will say, is a little worse than normal because I bought some new towels for everybody. And as a lot of you will know, if you put a new towel in a tumble dryer, you get a lot of fluff. And a lot of fluff has built up in the back of this machine. You can see me reaching in here as far as I possibly can. I'm trying to reach around the corner behind the condenser unit to get as much of that out as I can. I'm tempted to have a look and see how easy it would be to open up this machine and try and get to the back there, because I'd be terrified but interested to see just how much lint has built up round there. This machine is probably, let me see, I think I got this, it was either during or just after lockdown, one of the two. So it's a few years old. So yeah, I'd love to see how much lint is back there, but at the moment I'm a bit too scared to open it up properly. But yeah, I'm going to give it as deep of a clean as I can today, and you'll see just how, look at that. That's gotten past the lint trap. And all of this that's in the condenser unit has also gotten past the lint trap. Now, the lint trap is crucial, but look how much has gotten past the lint trap. It's not a very good trap. It doesn't trap a lot. And there was still more in there after this. Like, just so much lint. It's scary. Really is how dangerous these things can be if you don't clean them out regularly. So if you haven't done yours for a while, this is your cue. Please clean out your tumble dryer. This actually took up more of my day than I was giving myself credit for. I thought this would be like a 10-minute job. It usually is. I think I went a little bit more in depth than I normally do today, reaching right round the back there. And like I say, because I have the new towels, it was so much worse than normal. But yeah, it's always quite alarming to see how much of the lint and the fluff gets past the traps. So yeah, try and make this a nice regular clean. If you clean one thing in your home regularly, let it be this, and you'll be nice and safe. But yeah, once I'm thinking once I move, I mean, it's not going to be for a few years yet, but I am planning to move when my eldest two children, not children, they're adults, but you know what I mean. My eldest two move out. I am planning on downsizing, and I'm really hoping that I can have a house that has got enough space in the garden to put a really nice brick built shed or some kind of outbuilding where I can keep my tumble dryer, just because the thought of having in the house scares me so much. I do not run my dryer when I'm not in the house, and after I've done a deep clean like this, I will sit with it in the same room listening to a podcast or something like that for the first couple of times, because I'm also worried that during the deep clean I have dislodged some lint in the back of it, and that will catch. Really paranoid about the tumble dryers. So at the moment, I know you can't really see what I'm doing all that well. I do apologise. I thought the camera was angled a little bit more into the void. But basically we have this old piece of lino that sits underneath the tumble dryer. And we put that down because we didn't want the tumble dryer to mark the carpet that's running underneath it. Now, when I do this under the stairs area, when I put the drawers in, the carpet will be coming out anyway, so I guess it probably didn't matter. But I was realising at this point during the clean just how much of a saver that was for the carpet to have this under there. There was such a lot of, it was almost like it was dusty to the point where it was kind of greasy. You know, when you overlook something for a really long time, like I clearly have with the tumble dryer, and the dust actually turns kind of greasy. It was like that. So very glad that I put that down. So I've now shuffled the tumble dryer back under the stairs. It's happy, it's clean, it's all done. And we are on to almost the final stretch of the dining room clean. I know it's not the most exciting clean in the world, but it's an area of my home that you don't usually get to see me clean. So ta-da! This is my little corner of shame. So in that big box I've just tucked around the back there, I have got the inflatable mattress that we use for guests. I have my big stack of craft supplies, and in this last little bit I'm just going to tuck some tools. I've got a few projects going on at the moment, so I don't want to be carting the tools out to the shed and back and out to the shed and back and out to the shed and back. So I'm just going to tuck them under the stairs for the time being. And then I would like to get some kind of drawer system again for the shed to keep my tools in, because I find the toolbox with the kind of lift up lids, they're just too time consuming to open. I know it sounds so stupid, but I really need quick access things. It's just how my brain works. It's just how it's wired. If I can't access something quickly, I just won't access it. And then the thing that I needed to do ends up not getting done. And then you end up, just like me, with a massive to-do list of things that you need to do and you haven't done because it's just too much of a faff to open the toolbox. So yeah, I'm definitely going to be getting one of those tool storage drawer things when I reorganise my shed when the summer comes in. So we definitely are on the home straight now. We've got the vacs out, we're washing the carpets. This carpet was washed last, let me see, it wasn't the autumn clean. It was probably just after Christmas when I took down the Christmas tree that was in this corner. I had a lovely cute little nutcracker tree. If you guys want to see that video where I decorated that tree, that's actually over on my other channel. I will link that below. But yeah, when I took down that tree and I took the shades out of here, I shampooed the carpets then. So I'm not expecting them to be too bad. Boy, was I mistaken. It's like I was saying in my my bedroom cleaning video. I think I could literally go over these carpets once a week and they would still be disgusting. Like the water in this Vax would still be disgusting every single week. And I really am wondering how much of it is muck, because obviously there is muck for sure, but how much of it is the dye from the carpet? I really am wondering. Because like I say, it really, and mind you, Christmas was, oh my goodness, 3.5 months ago. Maybe it's just muck. Maybe I need to get to this a little bit more. I know I used to have carpet shampooing on my monthly clean routine. I used to have a routine that I would do every single month. Like I was saying with the tumble dryer, I would do that on the 1st of every month. The washing machine would be on the 2nd of every month, and so on and so forth. And my carpet washing was actually on that list. Each room would have a different day of the month that it would get done, and it would get done monthly. And I think I need to get back into that. I am actually filming a video now for you, which will be available in a month or so's time, which is my monthly clean routine. I found my old sheet that I used to use, and I'm going to do those for you so you can see my monthly clean routine if you're interested in that, what kind of things I'm doing each day to kind of keep on top of the not everyday cleans, not every year cleans, but once a month. And hopefully I can get back into the habit of getting the carpets washed a little bit more frequently. So do you remember in my lounge cleaning video, I said we have this strip that runs through the lounge and dining room where people walk? It's like a thoroughfare. Well, here's the other end of it. And this bit is particularly bad. This is where it comes through from the kitchen into this tiny little corridor bit and into the dining room, and it's bad. Certainly I'm going to have to go over this another 2 or 3 times in order to get it good, but I was at the point where I was very, very close to having to go to work. I had to just give it a quick go over, so I'm afraid I can't add any more onto the video of me shampooing the carpet, but you get the genuine idea, you know. This is me with my carpet shampooer, as I have been for most of the spring clean, washing my carpets and being generally disgusted at the outcome in the Vax. But yeah, I will go over this a few more times, hopefully over the weekend actually. We've got some more gorgeous weather coming, so I can do that real quick, just go over this thoroughfare line a few more times, and hopefully I can get the majority of it up. This has done a pretty good job today. You will see the outcome in a minute. But yeah, definitely I can still see it on the video, and in real life I can see it a little bit more as well. But that's going to go ahead, and that is going to finish. Oh, let's have a look. Ooh, disgusting. That's going to go ahead and finish the dining room clean, and indeed all of the internal spring cleaning that I'm doing this year. I really hope that you've enjoyed the video, guys. Keep an eye out for the next video, which should be my garden spring clean, which I'm very, very excited to film for you. Have an absolutely wonderful week, and I will see you next weekend with some more lovely cleaning. Have a great week, guys. Bye bye.